So it's been a while since I last posted a video. It's been a few months, and then before that it's been quite a while. It's been about 9 months since I last posted about my braces journey. You know, I'm kind of have in the back of my mind that we're all learning. There's so many more other devastating things that have happened in the last year, that my braces is minuscule in the grand scheme of things. So I'm just grateful to be, here and just able to face this with whatever comes our way. I will try to keep a little more updated, but really 2020 was tough on so many people around the world, and it was just a big time for us all to take heed on what's happening in our lives, take stock of our priorities, and really be grateful for some of the things we have in life. So it was a time when I really had to step away for a bit to really focus on other things, working from home, remote learning with children, everything that came with it. This is a hobby to me. This is something that it's fun, and I wanted to have something that chronicled this journey, but I don't want it to be at the detriment of my mental health, or have it something that I have to do and I'm forced to do, because I want it to be fun, and I want it to be something that I approach this with, positivity and a feeling of enjoying it and not being forced to do it. So I take those breaks whenever I need them, and I'll post when I feel I, am in the right state of mind to post. And maybe that will change as time goes on and anything that happens goes on. But I'm really just here, just sharing my experiences with the world, putting it out there. And anyone who's watching, I am extremely grateful that you're checking in and watching. I hope maybe anything resonates with you that I might say, or I hope that maybe you even just learn something, or get to see kind of what it's like living with braces, and maybe you're on the fence about getting them and you just want to see someone's journey. I was doing that a lot before I really took the big plunge to get braces. So I'm just one of millions that can be here, and I appreciate you being here in my corner and just chilling out with me and enjoying my time here. Hi everyone, welcome back to Deanna Christine's Corner. I'm Deanna Christine. So I just wanted to pop on and give a little braces update. So I've been chronicling my braces journey since I got braces back in May 2019. So it's been almost 2 years that I've been sharing my braces journey and my braces story. I have made a couple different videos about my braces and different stages that I've been at in my braces journey. So I'm going to go ahead and put a card up above of one of my braces videos that you can go ahead and check out, and there will be more down below, and you can definitely check out some of those different videos I've had where I've just talked about the different steps that I've gone through in braces, such as getting teeth pulled and just how braces were when I first got them. So definitely feel free to check those out. So of course though, I am always happy to have you here so I can talk about my braces journey. So as I said, I've been chronicling my braces journey for about 2 years now. This May will be 2 years fully that I've had braces. And when I first got braces, I was first quoted 2 years as the total time I would need braces. So I was quoted 24 months that I would need braces treatment. And of course, with everything that happened last year, everything that's been happening, continues to happen, that has definitely needed to be adjusted. So last year, we had a total complete lockdown in our area. We had where businesses were mandated to be shut down unless they fell under certain criteria, and that included my orthodontist office. So my orthodontist office for a few months was completely shut down, could not go in to see them at all. Even if I had an emergency, I could call them and they could try to help me through it, or I could reach out to them, which I did for email, because back then, I was about a year into my journey at that time, and I had started getting some real changes in my wires poking in, because my teeth would move so much that my wires would stick out and poke into my cheeks, and it was just kind of some support in how to make sure that I was helping myself so I wasn't getting stabbed in my cheeks, but also so that I wasn't interrupting my full braces journey and my full treatment. I was essentially told to just cut the wire at one point and just pull it out. I didn't really quite want to do that at that time because I didn't want to have any real adjustment back. I didn't want to have any back work. I didn't want any of my teeth being moved back to what they were prior to when I got braces. My teeth were pretty bad when I first got braces and before I got braces and got some teeth pulled. So I'm going to go ahead and put in some pictures here of what my teeth look like. So yeah, those were pretty bad teeth, and they've changed a lot, as even just right now, you can see I get that comment all the time, even from any family who has been able to see me without a mask, whether it's been a video conference or anything, any type of, even my family that lives here with me, or maybe my mom and dad and things, they're just like, wow, your teeth have changed. So they definitely have changed a lot from what they looked like before, and I'm just super excited to still be in an opportunity to still have braces, be able to get braces. I'm so extremely grateful for being able to focus on having this treatment done and be on this journey. So I can go ahead and just show you guys. So that's just a good old close-up of what they look like now and just how much they have changed from when I first got them. It's incredible. But so with that pause and the shutdown, it was shut down for about 3 months at that time. We had a full 3-month closure of the clinics that I could not go in. And it's amazing how much your teeth, at that time for me, how much they changed and how much just not being able to get into the orthodontist really affected my ability to, just eat, and just any of those changes, how much it just changed the movement of my teeth, and having that wire situation and things like that. It was pretty incredible to see how much, I do rely on that monthly treatment to get in there and get those adjustments done. So it was definitely a chance to be grateful that I'm on this journey, but then also once the lockdown was lifted, the first lockdown at least, once that was lifted and I got to go and actually get my braces adjusted, it was such a relief. It was such an amazing feeling. It was such just oh, thank God you're not stabbing me anymore with your little wires. And it was just I probably cried. I'm pretty sure I cried. I cry all the time, so I'm pretty sure I cried when I was able to get in and get that done. And then of course it's always been a bit in the back of my mind of, is it going to happen again? Are we going to be on lockdown again? Are we going to have the place shut down again. So my area is under another mandated lockdown. We had to go on lockdown again. It's just, something that's happening and something we have to adjust for and prepare for and do our role in staying safe and keeping others safe. But it definitely has been another lockdown. But the incredible thing that I'm so grateful for right now is that my orthodontist, when they went through the first lockdown and then were able to reopen, they reopened with some really strict guidelines and requirements that us as patients had to follow, that they had to follow. They're washing hands, cleaning, all of those types of things, social distancing. They really stepped up and they really made sure that they were following it right from the moment that they reopened. They had these in place. It's one of the best things I've seen, one of the best ways that some of these offices have handled this type of situation. We wait in our car until it's safe to go in. There's no waiting in the waiting room. It's very smooth how they've done everything, how they've set everything up and continued to be able to help those that need help with their treatment along the way. So I've been incredibly impressed with them. And then of course, when there was news that we were locking down again, it was a bit of a fear of, oh no, what's going to happen with the ortho work, because I'm already kind of bumped back. How much further am I going to be bumped back? So thankfully, because they put those in place, because they took it seriously and really prepared for it, they haven't had to, lock down fully yet, or fingers crossed, at all. So they've stayed open, which means that I continue to receive my regular monthly treatment, which is just great, just like amazing. And last time I was in there, which was about 2 weeks ago, maybe even less than that. Last time I was in there getting treatment, I was curious about when I was going to get my braces off, because as I mentioned, I was quoted 24 months and we're coming up on 24 months in May that I have had my braces. So it was, okay, are we sticking to that 24 months or do we have to adjust that? And without even me having to ask, I think she just knew that I was feeling this. She just said, so just to let you know, it is going to be an additional 3 months, because that's how long they were closed down, that we have to tack on to the treatment. So I am expected, at this time, we're looking at August as time when I'm going to get my braces off. Like, wow, this has been quite an experience. I never thought I would get braces, and I've probably said this so much. Anyone that's watched any of my other videos are just like, yeah, we get it. But I can't say it enough how much I just never thought I would be in this spot with braces. So the fact that I'm wearing braces is incredible, and it's something that I keep reminding myself how grateful and how thankful I am that I am in a spot that I can do this. And yes, it hasn't been exactly what I thought it was going to be. There's been some strange bumps along the way. I thought for a little bit there, oh my gosh, I'm never going to get these off. But I'm just rolling with it. And right now I'm in a spot where I've had them for enough time that I can eat pretty normally. I eat mostly anything that I ate before I had braces. For a little bit of time, I couldn't eat very much. It was very hard. I've made some videos that you can definitely check out that are just about, things of what I couldn't eat, how hard it was to eat, how much it hurt, those types of things. But right now I'm in a spot where I pretty much eat. I'm careful and I'm cautious. I'm not going to just, rip in, but they've been on for a while. I've learned how to kind of adjust my eating, how to adjust, sometimes I still crunch down a bit more than I expect because my teeth actually connect in the back, and because there's so much different movement that's happened, but thankfully most of what I eat it, and knock on wood, there hasn't been any issues since about 3 months maybe, or 6 months into when I was first fitted with braces. It's been pretty much just regular eating since then. So one thing that I do have now as part of my treatment, and I'm not sure if I mentioned it in any of my previous videos, but something that I do have now is called elastics, which they're not these little, I mean, as you can clearly see, I have some kind of light colored, I went with light blue as my actual elastics that go around my brackets. And those elastics right now, I have what's called a power chain, which just holds all my teeth together. It's not sure exactly. I tend to see it more happen when you're getting close to getting your braces off, which I do have about 8 months now to get my braces off. But this power chain just holds all my teeth together and make sure they're all nice and they're not just holding on each, they're holding it on pretty tight. So if I've got a big huge retainer on top of my wire and my bracket's already in there, and then I've got the elastic that holds it all even that much more, it's pretty strong sometimes. And when I get them adjusted like I just did a couple weeks ago, yeah, I'm pretty sore for about a day or two after getting the new elastic and the new wires on. But right now they're feeling pretty good, they're feeling pretty normal. And then so these elastics are my regular all the time that the dentist puts on, and then they also gave me some elastics that I wear right now for nighttime. Hello, so I just wanted to provide an example of putting in my little elastics. This is what's called the tortoise size, and that one is 3/16 of an inch. So it's supposed to be a lot thicker essentially, and it's a bit more like it's smaller so that it actually brings the teeth together more. So I'm gonna put it on. I hook it on this, and then I bring it to that, and there you go. And then I put on the other one. So there we are. So this is what they look like right here. Because you got this one going to that one and this one going to that one. So that I got my back tooth hooking to my front tooth more. This is how I've been instructed to wear them. So you might be instructed differently depending on your orthodontist and whatever your orthodontal needs are, but that's how I've been instructed to wear them at night. And because they're elastics, what they want to do is they want to keep going back to their original size, which is like this, their original shape and size. That's what elastics like to do. They like to go back to how they were originally. So these are constantly wanting to go back to this shape right here and size. So because they want to keep going back to that shape and size, they bring my mouth closed, and I can't open them. I can't open my mouth as wide as I usually would. It won't let me open my mouth all the way, and I wear these at night so that while I'm sleeping, my mouth essentially is learning to close, and that gap that I have is learning to close to make my smile that much more beautiful. All right, back to my video. Thanks so much. You can still see I have some gaps in between my bite. So it is to adjust my bite and to make sure it's just closing. It's pulling my teeth together this way, because my teeth are nice and together this way with the elastics, but they need to come together this way. So that's what these nighttime elastics are for. And they go on every night so far. I've upgraded. I used to wear an eagle size. Which was a certain thickness, which was the smaller thickness. It was a bit thinner of an elastic. They weren't quite as tight. And now I've upgraded to the tortoise size. Which those are thicker. Those are much thicker elastics. And those really can feel, like when I first had those, ooh, they were tough to put on. Now I put them on, I pretty much put them on while I'm laying in bed just before I go to sleep. But before, like just pulling from one to the end, I had to get really used to it, and it was quite tough to do it at first. But I'm putting them on every single night, and I just follow what the ortho says, and we'll see if that adjusts at all. So that's my braces update. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks so much for being here. So that was it for my braces update.